Welcome back guys to another Gdevelop video, where today I'm going to show you how to create a sonic boom like movement in Gdevelop. As you see, it slowly gets faster and then you're going really fast. So I'm going to split this into two parts, the acceleration / sonic boom and the movement. So let's start by adding the acceleration. So first we want to do the keys. Yes, if any of these keys are pressed, basically we want to accelerate. So what keys do we want to press? I'm going to do the WASD keys. These are going to be the movement keys that I'm going to be using to basically move our character around. Now I'm also going to do a OR. I'm going to put all these into OR so that it's either one of these keys. If any of these keys are pressed, it will continue to accelerate, but if they're stopped, then it'll stop accelerating. Then we're going to add sub-events beneath this. I'm going to do once while true. And basically, now that we have that, I'm going to add the next part. So I'm going to be using a timer. We're going to have a timer for acceleration, and this will basically allow us to accelerate. Then a timer, we're going to have it being a object timer. Yes. So if it's bigger than 0 seconds, acceleration, then it will activate this. And then I'm going to add a limit to it of 0.5 seconds. Actually, I'm going to make 1 second. And now we're going to add the X position. Actually, no, we're going to add a variable here instead because we're adding acceleration. So we're going to add a acceleration value. Yes, so this is our acceleration value. We're going to add 0.1 to it. Actually, I'm going to go even tinier than that, 0.5. For 1 second, it's going to increase by 0.5, and at the beginning, we want to set this acceleration speed to 0. The reason why is because it has to start at 0, and then it will get faster. Right here, it'll speed up, and then this will be the sonic boom part. So 1.2, we're going to make a delay right here of 1.2, and then we're going to get rid of the limiter. And this is where it's going to set the acceleration speed to 16. Okay, so we're going to go to movement, and we're going to start adding the movement code now. So key pressed, and we're going to do WASD keys. So I'm going to start with A, and then I'm going to go with, actually, we're going to first add to this. So X position, we're going to be moving our square, and this is where we're adding the movement. And then we're going to object variable. We're going to go ahead and do this, acceleration. So it's going to be subtracting by acceleration. So that number that we are setting up here. So it's going left, and then we're going right with D. So we're adding on the X position of acceleration. W. Then we're going to do Y. We're going to change the position to Y. So we're changing the Y position by acceleration. And we're adding, actually, we're subtracting here because we're going up. And we're going to change it to S, which means we're going down. So adding. And now let's test it out. Let's see how it works. Yeah, it works perfectly fine. It accelerates and then goes sonic boomy. Okay, so now I'm going to have a costume change system. So basically, if we are not moving, it'll be idle. And then if it goes into sonic boom mode, it will change to this rainbow animation, also named speed. So how do we do that? Well, first off, we need to set it up so if the no key is pressed, it will change to idle animation. So if any key is pressed, we're going to invert the condition, which means if not any key is pressed, then square will change its animation to idle. There it is. Now we also want to set up a system where whenever it does the sonic boom, it will turn into rainbow. So right here is where it changes the speed to be really fast. And that's where we're going to add a trigger once sub event, and we're going to change the animation to speed. And there we go. We got our rainbow boy. Okay, so there is another object here called smog. This is for aesthetic. So once we go super fast, it will poof out this poof before we go super fast. As you see, I have an animation, smog. You can create your own custom smog. Basically, how this is going to work is I want it to create the smog right here. Yes, at the same time that I'm changing the animation, it will also create the smog. So create an object at the square's position, square's X position, and the Y position. So this will create it directly on top of it. And then we're going to wait 1 second and then delete it. So let's delete the smog after 1 second. So there you go. That is a really cool animation.